Hello, welcome to my studio, my recording studio. I am currently recording Moonlight Feels Right by Barbara Freethy. It's part of a series called the Ocean Shores series, and they are all love stories or romances, but they are always filled with some type of just growing and changing and learning about yourself and how the person that they meet in this story ends up changing them for the better and they find something about themselves. This book in particular just really just made me feel good. And let's face it, we can all use a little bit of that. So I wanted to share a little clip from it. This is not the two main characters. This is not the love story part, but this is part of the change and growth part. So it's just fun and sweet, and I wanted to share it. Okay, so iPad here with the script, microphone, of course, the pop filter, and Pro Tools is on the computer back here. So let's go. Being in the Marines was all he knew. He started ROTC in college and had started serving immediately after graduation. He was turning 34 this year, having already put in 12 years of service, but he hadn't expected it to end this soon. He'd planned on being a lifer. If his time in the Marines was over, he had no idea what else he could do. A small sound from his bedroom pulled him back to the present. He got up quietly and walked down the hall, then peered through the partially open door to find Olivia sitting up in bed, the stuffed monkey clutched to her chest, her eyes wide in the dimness. "You're awake early," he said as he entered the room. "Monkey doesn't want to go to school," she told him. He sat down on the edge of the bed. "Why is that?" "Because the other kids might not like him." He saw the serious concern in her eyes, and he could understand why she felt that way. "You know, I had to change schools a lot when I was a kid." "How come?" "My dad was in the Corps too, and we moved all the time. I hated starting a new school, but it always turned out to be good." "It did?" she asked doubtfully. As he stared... Okay, I didn't say it did doubtfully. I said it did non-doubtfully. So I'm going to do that line again. "It did?" she asked doubtfully. As he stared into her eyes, he felt like he was looking at Gary again. Gary had had a ton of confidence, but once in a while he'd had a vulnerable moment, like the night that Olivia was born, and Gary was waiting for news that everyone he loved was okay. He'd been more scared than he'd ever seen him, and had looked to him for reassurance, just as Olivia was looking at him now. "Yes," he said, "because the kids at school were bored with each other. I was new. I was fun and exciting. Everyone wanted to meet me." She didn't look completely convinced. "And," he continued, "you're a lot like your dad. He was the best at making friends. He loved meeting new people." "Like Captain Banana?" He smiled. "Exactly like that. Is your monkey feeling better now?" She slowly nodded her head. "Emmeline is going to take me to school, right?" "We both will, but she'll introduce you to your new teacher before other..." But almost done, almost done. I want to get to the good part, the little ending. "We both will, but she'll introduce you to your teacher before the other kids get there. It's going to be a good day, Liv." "Do you promise?" He hated to promise anything because he knew just how uncertain the world could be. But this 6-year-old needed something in her world to feel safe. "I promise. And after school, maybe we'll get some ice cream." Okay, I'm going to stop there because I wanted to get to ice cream. Because doesn't that just make you want ice cream now? Like, you know, things are a little uncertain and you just give yourself a little comfort, something that makes you feel good. These characters are constantly growing and changing throughout the book, and it's a really, really beautiful story. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Janelle's recording studio today, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.